again with a brand new episode of our NHL 20 franchise mode. And starting this episode off, I know I talked about before on what we probably do with our NHL 21 franchise. So it seems like the common thing with Reddit is that since there's not going to be a new version specific update for the X and the 5 and all that stuff, that save files can transfer, which is great, which is what we were waiting for. You know, it was, I didn't want to start a franchise, and then turns out it's like, oh, hey, by the way, you can't actually, transfer that. You have to restart your franchise because the save files don't transfer. So I've been about that for a while now. Well, the problem is, apparently the rosters, at least the rosters that are out right now, and it's early release rosters still, so it's not even like it's full rosters. They are not great. Who was it? Tugi said that they are probably one of the worst, if not the worst, roster sets he's seen at launch. That too, and free agency has barely even happened yet. Sure, today at least, the Flyers signed Poyat. Who else got signed? Wayne Simmons went to the Leafs. Just a bunch of little moves. Nothing super big, no massive trades or anything. OEL is still a free agent. I think they're still trying to see if he wants to go to Vancouver or not. So there's that. And, well, there's just not a, I don't know. There's just not a lot of, there's not a lot of reason to play a game this early into, I guess, by the time this episode comes out, it'll be tomorrow, which is Monday, because I'm recording this on Sunday. Because I also have to work on getting back to actually streaming these, which I don't want to say it's been hard to stream these. I mean, I can stream them, but my problem is my stream schedule has just become non-existent. Where right now it's like I could be streaming them, but it would be NHL 20 at 1:44 in the morning, and I don't believe, because I haven't checked at least, because there's not many Twitch streamers that I watch that play NHL 20. So it's one of those things like, who's gonna watch someone play NHL 20 franchise mode or be a pro at 1:44 in the morning? So I'm recording all these. I'm gonna do the voiceovers for all the episodes that are coming out this week. And I'll just export them as we go along. So, but definitely already know what team I want to be. So I'm super excited to play with that team. I'm super excited to play with a new team, another new team. I think we played 19 was with Philly, 20 we've been with New York. So we've Philadelphia, New York. Some pretty big sports towns. It's like, hey, do we go with a team that was a top 5 draft pick? Do we do something like that? Do we go with a team that was a bottom draft pick? Do we do with a team that didn't have a draft pick? Do we go, we can go to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh trade away their draft pick for Alex Kerfoot. That trade right there. Do we go there and do we rebuild Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh kind of needs to rebuild. They have a lot of veteran players. They have a lot of that stuff. Or we can go to a team like, the Avalanche. They have a lot of young superstars on that team. Like we have, you got Landeskog. You have not Rantanen, but McKinnon. That's what I'm thinking of. Nathan McKinnon. So you have stuff like that. And like, what do we go for a team? Like, I know a team I want to go play with, and I'm super excited to play with them. So, no, that was not great. Oh, come on, Lafreniere. Alright, come on. I'm not sure what Snoop Dogg just said, but I don't like it. Oh, come on. There we go. I mean, we're doing it, though. We're getting through this game. There we go. Oh, bad pass. Alright, there we go. Another thing too, also, kind of, kicked around the can was, hey, do we maybe do an expansion team? Also, things like, hey, where do we slate that spot in? Because, every day except Sundays, we have 2 uploads a day, 11 a.m. and noon Eastern Standard Time. So that's, a lot of content. And, speaking of a lot of content, I looked up how many hours I have on my NHL playlist, especially for franchise mode. Franchise alone is like a 3-day long playlist. Like, if you were to start episode 1 and then I guess get to this episode, it's probably changed since then because we have a couple episodes since I checked it. But it's like a 3-day long playlist, which is insane. That I created a playlist that's just that long. It's that much content. And it's like, hey, it's if you put that with Be a Pro content, it's like 5 days worth of content. So a ton of hockey content, came out this year. A ton of hockey content is going to come out with the new cycle. When you switch to the new cycle on the next gen system. It is what it is. We did what we had to do. So. Nope, come on. There we go. Ooh. Up the ice. Oh yeah, Kakko, second goal of the game. You love that. Gets us that nice 2-goal lead. 2-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in hockey. Oh, I hate. Alright, Snoop, that's enough out of you. Alright, come on. Hate that. Really do hate that.
Sorry we got cut off there, but do you want to still hang around, watch the rest of this up here?
Oh man, why not? Now what?
Ask and you shall receive.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Nice. Come on, there we go.
Inside the neutral zone. Murray's got a hold of the puck behind his own cage. Solid hit on that play.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Big hit, big hit.
Right there, I need you to plant your feet and just stop.
Snoop, that was violent.
Bang!
Wow.
Bang!
Impressive.
Pop, pop, bang!
You're getting excited seeing these hits, aren't you?
These hits, man, make me wish I knew how to slide on ice because I'd get out there and do somebody like that.
Oh, poor guy.
To see that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right,
he is
come
the
on.
one and only Snoop Dogg. I don't know if you got to get going, but do you want to watch the rest of the period up here with us?
If I can order us a couple of drinks, I'd love to stay up here with you.
I will not discriminate against.
Hey, bring them drinks up here. I'm gonna be up here for a minute.
Oop, Dylan. Come on, Dylan. Nope.
Still have to be careful with the puck. He turned it over way too easy.
Ooh, nice save, Asgard. Nice glove save.
Ashton Sharp to make that stop.
Good glove save by Asgard right there. Like that a lot.
He is a treasure, everybody. The one and only Snoop Dogg.
All right,
Third
come on.
period action is coming up, and it's coming up next. Welcome back, everyone. Both teams lined up at center ice, and we are ready to get this third period underway. Here we go. Put up or shut up for both teams here in this third period. We are
Nope, no.
Is between the benches at ice level. Ray, we've got 40 minutes played so far. How have you viewed things?
There you go, Jay. Nope, bad pass by Jay.
They haven't had the puck very much. They're losing. If that's going to change, they've got to get the puck and hold on to it much more.
That's frustrating. That's always frustrating when they do that. It's like, hey, you know, if you're trying to clear it, no, we're gonna auto lock. It's like, you're gonna auto lock? Because, yeah, we're not gonna let you clear. We're gonna auto lock your pass. It's like, okay, that's pretty annoying. Because, yeah, we know. It's like, alright, I want to pass and use that auto lock. No, we're not gonna auto lock for you. We're just gonna let you pass it freely. Because that's also super annoying. Because we know. That's why we did it. Alright, there we go. Nice. Jay O'Brien sneaks it through. 3-goal lead for your New York Rangers. So another thing I actually brought up, since we are waiting for the new systems to come out, I don't really have any talking points to talk about. I'm literally just kind of like freehanding this. When I think about it, I bring it up. And I'm probably going to bring it up like again in other episodes because I just don't write it down and I'll talk about talking points, so it's just like words just fall out of my mouth hole. So that's a thing. But one of the things that would be whatchamacallit, like how many more episodes of this series there would be, which would probably be, since the 15th, week of the 13th is 5 weeks away, which means, oh, thank God that didn't go in. I just mouth gave that went in. So it's about 5 weeks away from the week of the 13th to I keep saying the 13th, the 11th, which is the day. Well, I guess between the 11th and the 13th is when I'm supposed to get mine. You know, when it's supposed to be delivered from, I think, Target. But whatchamacallit. So it would be the week after. So we have about 5 more weeks of this, which is about 15 episodes of our Rangers series. And so it'll be 50 more episodes of the Rangers series, and then as soon as, you know, that happens, you know, that next week would just instantly flip over into NHL 21. So just be a seamless transaction. I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe an extra week because we do have to implement rosters, because we have to wait for Tugi to put out his roster set. I guess his player upgrade. I don't really do the player plus minuses. That's not something I really do. I more or less just add the prospects in, because that's, you know, kind of takes away from the game if you just don't have any prospects on it, available. So we're probably, you know, depending, you know, how much I need to do that, it would either transition right into that week, or we miss a week of NHL content. There'd be no NHL content for a week, and then we just go right into NHL 21. So it'd be about 5 to 6 weeks until we have new NHL 21 content coming out, which is a long time, I know, and I do apologize. But that the game, as of right now, from what I've seen, Be a Pro, I'm super excited to play, because I've watched no Be a Pro content. You know, I watched a little bit of like the trailer where it like talked about how Be a Pro is updated, and yeah, I've seen some stuff on Twitter, which I've seen a lot of, I guess, stuff that's like, I don't know, back and forth, which, about if it's people like it or people don't like it, if it's, you know, what they promised or what they didn't promise, or it's like, oh, they promised this, and, you know, we only got, you know, this. If they promised, you know, X, and we only got, you know, Y, so.
Yeah, it's always tough to use the I got stuck excuse, right? It never works. Offside the call, and we'll have a
So yeah,
face-off just outside.
or there's that, where we're just
New York's up big time.
worrying about, is it people's opinions that are saying it's bad, or is it, you know, actually, like, not great, or is it super great, or is people just saying it's super great? So, I don't know, as of right now, at least the game hasn't officially come out. I know it's come out for early access, which I never got an early access code, because I'm a small-time streamer, small-time YouTuber. So hopefully, you know, we've been growing a lot recently too, and I do want to thank everyone, all these new subscribers we've gotten this past month or so, because we're up to 422 subscribers the last time I checked, which I know is not a big number to, like, brag about. I'm not flexing my subscribers, and I would never do something like that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna go all egotistical on you guys for, you know, getting subscribers. But no, it's one of those things. It's like, hey, I'm proud of myself. It's like, hey, I stuck with something long enough where I've gotten people to watch my videos. And, you know, there was a point where I was uploading videos, and they were getting 0 views. They were goose egging views, and it'd be like a week, and it'd be like 1 view. It'd be a week where I get 50 views total, and it's being very generous right there. You know, for, you know, a week. The whole week I get like 50 views. You know, there'd be days where I would get, you know, look at the little scroll thing, it'd be 0 views. And I'm not getting crazy amount of views now, I don't want to say that, no, but every video seems like it gets at least 10 views, which, you know, for me, that's a lot. And I'm really thankful for all you guys that are out there that have recently subscribed to my channel. And thank you guys all for sticking with me for NHL 21. And, you know, guys, to be a little longer for NHL 20 from NHL 21. But, yeah, I do appreciate all you guys out there. You know, my Serbian audience, my 0.1% of viewers from Serbia, and my 0.1% of viewers from the DR. Guess what, guys? I appreciate you the most because I didn't think you guys watched hockey videos, which is insane that people watch hockey videos in other countries. I think that's wild. But 3 stars of the game, of course, are going to go to your captain, Kakko, 2 goals, 1 hit for the young fella. Jay O'Brien. Good old Jay. Smoking Jay. 1 goal, 2 hits. And Adam Fox, the long-time defenseman of this team. 0 goals, 1 assist, 6 hits. We won 3-0. Not a bad game at all for your New York Rangers. Held them 12 shots. They allowed none. We had 23 shots. 39 hits there for 2 more minutes time on attack to them. You know, passing. Our passing's always been trash, so we never really had great passing. Face-offs more or less even, and they took 2 penalties, which is insane because I usually takes penalties, and the AI seems like never takes penalties when I play them. So the fact that they took 2 penalties for 4 minutes, and they weren't even fighting penalties either. They weren't fight minutes, which is insane. So, we won the penalty minute thing. But, if you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. Comment down below what team you think we're going to be in NHL 21. Until next time, YouTube. Peace out. Rock on. Stay super classy. And, have a great day, I guess, guys. You know, you do you.